his feelings is hurt. Now he's trying to get his lick back.
Yeah.
But that's, to be honest, that's always Maul.
Mm-hmm.
Maul is always, he's like Sisyphus. So Boulder comes back down. I'm gonna push up the hill, comes back down again. That's really Maul's.
Yeah.
That's him as a character. He's Sisyphus. And what's up, is Rashad Antonio. We are the Calrissian kids
Man, we ain't said that
back.
in we ain't said
So
that in about a
long,
year.
yo.
About a year. It's been
So
about
long.
a
But we
year
about
since
to
we.
be on. We about to be on a streak though, because
Yeah.
it's Star
Yeah.
Wars season, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So happy to be here with you all. Darth Maul, Maul Shadow Lord. He's back. We got 2 episodes of his new animated series,
Mm-hmm.
and those are titled. Let me get a second. Those
I
are
got you.
titled. No, I got it.
Okay.
Chapter 1, The Dark Revenge. Chapter 2, Sinister Schemes.
Mm-hmm.
All spoilers. Got to talk about a thing to talk about a thing. I'm very, I'm very kind of surprised that they did this.
Okay.
To be honest, when I heard about this, I think 24 celebration,
Mm-hmm.
they said, "Oh yeah, we want a mall animation," and I felt like Tony. Who's this for?
You know it. You know our line. Who asked for this?
Who asked for this? Because that's
Yeah.
what I felt. Like, look, I love Darth Maul as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Loved him in Rebels. I love how he died. Also,
Uh-huh.
that's crazy to say out loud. I also love him at the end of Clone Wars season
He said
7.
it. Mm-hmm.
That version of Maul to me was probably the best version that we've got so far.
Mm-hmm.
How he was so sad, defeated, but also trying to warn Ahsoka, like, look, shit about to get real, and you don't have no clue what's going on. And like, yeah, so that version of Maul was just super dope. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're trying to up the ante on that.
Yeah. Eh,
Bec-
Go ahead.
because Maury's first 2 episodes is really Maul and his feelings is hurt. Now he's trying to get his lick back.
Yeah.
But that's, to be honest, that's always Maul.
Mm-hmm.
Maul is always, he's like the
Temperamental, man.
yeah, but also he's like Sisyphus. So Boulder comes back down. I'm gonna push up the hill, comes back down again. That's really Maul's.
Yeah.
That's him as a character. He's Sisyphus, and the fact that we got him for all intents and purposes trying to get everybody that was in the Shadow Collective that
Mm-hmm.
left him,
Mm-hmm.
get all them back after the
Mm-hmm.
Clone Wars. It's just funny to me. Because I'm like, wow, like, what are we doing here? He said, oh, yeah, Crown and the
And Jen,
Pikes.
yeah,
I
he
said,
was like,
oh,
yeah,
this nigga mad.
he mad. He mad. He's a sensitive guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think, okay, I'm gonna say this about this series. I think once this series is done, they should be completely done with Darth Maul.
I'm getting season
Because,
2.
well, I mean, when the series, the whole,
Okay, okay,
when the
okay.
whole when the whole thing is done, we should be done with did I freeze on you?
A little bit. Just
Okay,
keep on
no.
talking. It's all
We
right.
should be done with Darth Maul because we've seen the beginnings of Maul and Phantom Menace got cut in half. Then we saw how he became such a cult figure, because people was like, "Oh man, he looks so cool, double blade. I wish we would have got more." And Disney, not Disney, but the Clone Wars folk was like, let's give us some more. Let's show people what happens when how much hate can really keep you alive and stuff like that. And so you brought him back during the Clone Wars and you saw him, saying how he gone crazy. And then, he kind of got his stuff together with his brother, saying Savage Opress or whatever. Then you see his backstory from there, saying being a Zabrak from Dathomir with, Mother Townsend being his mother. and stuff like that. And then before we got the finale, the last two seasons of Clone Wars, we saw how it ended for him. You know what I'm saying? We saw how it ended for him, which was, he lost to Kenobi again, but Kenobi assured him, "Hey, don't worry, man. We gonna get our get back." So the chosen one is here. We gonna get our get back. And so you knew how it ended, but I think everyone always was curious about what happened in between that time period. Then we saw in before once again the final two seasons of Clone Wars came out, we saw Solo, where you was like, oh, this dude became like Don Corleone. He became a mob boss. And he was
Basically.
like, he was feared and everything. So you saw him in that. So I think that's what that was all about. Then we see and then like Clone Wars, and like I said, through Clone Wars and Rebels, you saw he became the new leader of the Mandalorians and stuff. And then you saw how the fall of Mandalore, how was the fall of Mandalore, and he got caught, and he was trying to warn Ahsoka in one of the greatest lightsaber battles, I don't care, animated or not, that we saw between
Boy,
him and Ahsoka. They were getting busy, and last we saw from that point forward was that he escaped. When Order 66, he helped him and Ahsoka and Rex all escape. He kind of helped them a little bit, but he got out of there too. And you was kind of like, well, damn, what really happened in between that period between then and to where it happened at the what was that, season four or three
yeah, of
of
Rebels.
Rebels or whatever. I think what we're going to get right now is basically what happened after the Clone Wars, not Clone Wars, but after Order 66. Yeah, basically after Clone War, Order 66, him probably having his little power and stuff like that, how he fell to being a Tatooine rat again. And once that's done, I wouldn't be surprised if the show ends on that scene again with him and Kenobi, saying having that battle again from Rebels, and we should be done with Darth Maul at this point.
You ain't lying. Like, I'm glad
And I
that
love Maul. I just want to
no,
say that,
look,
by the way.
look, look, look.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely love Maul. One of the best character designs, one of the
Mm-hmm.
best ways that that Dave Filoni has blew a character out in
Mm-hmm.
animation. And
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those, like, those fan favorites that they keep hauling back in. But to your point, the fact that these two episodes show like the maturity of Maul and the in between, because
Mm-hmm.
by the time we see him in Rebels, he's like old man Maul. He's
Mm-hmm.
trying to lure Ezra in and not
Mm-hmm.
be so blunt force about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see even in these two episodes how he's dealing with the young basic Padawan and trying and telling her like, look, you can get out if you want to, like, but you
So,
think you locked up. So if you think you
yeah.
locked up, you're gonna be locked up, but you can
You
get
know,
out.
you know what he's acting like? He doesn't associate himself with it, but he's acting like a Sith Lord.
Oh, exactly. Because what does he want?
Yeah.
He wants an
He was.
apprentice. Because
Uh-huh.
like it's almost like it's like somebody who doesn't believe in a religion anymore, but they still
Uh-huh.
follow a lot of the precepts because
Mm-hmm.
it's still inside of them to
The,
do.
yeah, the
Like
tenets of that religion and
yeah, the
stuff like
tenets of the
that.
religion, even
Mm-hmm.
though they're not quote unquote, I'm not religious, but like, bro, like
Mm-hmm.
you observing all the holidays and stuff. Like, what's going on? So Maul is the same way because he dropped the Darth. Nigga, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just Maul out here, son.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's still like, oh, I smell young Jedi out here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I think could they be in jail? Like, yes,
My
yes,
man
yes. We
said
have
I had a vision.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
already know I know what the person looked like, and I know
yeah,
who's the
like
person
yeah,
that's gonna be
yeah,
my apprentice. Yeah.
yeah. So he still
Yeah.
has the like the Sith way of needing somebody to teach and to learn and to progress and to
Mm-hmm.
grow in the dark side of the Force.
Mm-hmm.
And that I do appreciate because the way he's going about it is like I'm just a regular dude. We actually are on the same side. You just don't know. I
Hmm.
really want to help because even the lesson that he taught her on his face is really a good lesson, but it's
Yeah.
just taught by the wrong teacher. Because eventually, Darth Maul gonna have you out here, um, on the corner, so to speak, turning
You,
tricks for the
you
dark
know,
side.
you know what though, for real, Rashad? He was basically the dark side version of Yoda. There is
Absolutely.
there, there is no try. There's only do. He was doing it with this girl. Like he was playing with that girl mind so much and everything. And then when she realized, oh, I'm not a prisoner here. It was like, hmm.
No, that's I really like that. Like, and it's
Yeah,
in this whole show so far, it's I'm not sure what the rating was, but it's feeling more TV 14 than TV PG.
yeah, yeah.
And I appreciate that because it's still like in line with the end of Clone Wars,
Yeah.
how like the tone shifted to a more mature tone for the
Hmm.
audience because they killing niggas like indiscriminately,
Yeah. This
even though
this is
it's
dark times, as they
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. Even though it's like a lot of it's some droids, but yeah, like it's some humanoids dying in this joint too.
Uh-huh.
Like like the way like even like the beginning scene when they did like
Uh-huh.
the heist,
Uh-huh.
which again is Maul being smarter Maul and not younger Maul, where he would have just blew everything up and just would have left with the money. He did
Hmm.
that just as a way to incite violence in the city, which was
Hmm.
like because he knew like these rival gangs is gonna get pissed off at each other,
Yeah.
and then he just basically doing his best little mini Palpatine, trying to pull the strings, being a puppet master and pull the strings.
Shadow Lord. He's doing it for the
Shadow Lord,
he's
yeah.
doing it for the shadows. So he got the two crime bosses that he really want to get Nico Demus and Luto Varo. Ludivaro, whatever.
Nico Demus is crazy.
Nicodemus, yeah, Nicodemus. That was a
Hold
prophet.
on,
Let me stop.
hold on. So that's a little short dude, Nico, right?
No, Nico is the one with the three eyes. I can't think of that race or whatever.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah, 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 yeah.
Ludivaro was the little short dude that was in the
Okay,
mechanical
okay,
body or whatever like that. Yeah,
okay. I'm about to say because if they made Nicodemus the small person, that would have been two on the nose. But nah, like that's it's yeah. So getting them
hmm
to the beef ends
hmm
up killing the 3-eyed guy.
blicking him, blicking him. You saw holes in him. I was like, yeah, he ain't surviving off of that
Nah,
or
nah,
whatever. Uh-huh.
he's dead dead. And then they
Yeah.
scoop little man up, looks like a a fancy gecko.
Yeah.
Scoop him up and basically
hmm
using him for information.
Yeah. Because he knew because when they did the sit down, because Nico thought this was a done by Lil Man, by Varro. And Varro was like, "Hey man, what's going on, man? I know you said you wanted to meet in this, say neutral spot, but this place sucks. So we fix something nicer." And he was like, "Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do. You and me, we got a truce. We got to understand it of what's bopping over here." And it was like, "Well, who would have did it?" And then Varro was the only one that was smart. He was like, "There is one person would have a beef with us," and he was like, "Man, no, he gone." He was like, "I don't know, man.
I
We
don't know if
we
he's
know
gone
what
or
this dude
not.
we know what this dude is capable of." And then you know Maul being so tactical here because he kidnapped Nico's banking droid and basically hotwired it to just keep saying Varro's name over again. When they lift the tray up and saw the head, he was like, "Hey, yo, cuz I ain't do this," and they just started, and he's just sitting there like this. Kill these niggas, kill each other up. Yep. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Keep going. Okay, okay, yep, he's down. And then you get the version of police, the tactical defense force, with Captain Brander Lawson, that is such a douchebag name. I'm
That
sorry,
is the
yo.
most cop name I've
Cop
ever heard in
named
my life.
Brander Lawson, and he's basically I ain't gonna say a super cop, but he's like that. that cop that's trying his best to be the best he can and make sure, try to look out for the little guy, even little petty thieves and stuff. Like when old girl got caught, was like, come on, man, just tell me what your name is so we can check the database to make sure you ain't got no priors or anything like that, so we can get you out of here. But she was standing firm because she knew if she said her name in that database, oh, you are a Jedi, so you were affiliated with the Jedi Order. So yeah, so like you said, Maul just want to get his lick back, man, and with all due respect, I can appreciate that because he said like y'all turned y'all back on me, and now look at you. And he has his own little, not army, but his own little squad. He got like two Zabraks, his brothers. I guess they like distant cousins and stuff. And then he got some of I call them Mauldalorians, not the Mandalorian. They Mandalorians,
Yeah,
but
he
they the
got some of
one
the Mauldalorians with him.
Mauldalorians. They the ones that probably stayed with Maul because they was loyal with him and everything like that.
Death
And
Watch.
Death Watch, you know what I'm saying? So he got his little right hand woman. She one of them, and he's like you said, being so tactical, being so skilled and cunning in everything he's doing. I mess with this version of Maul or whatever, man. I
Fun.
mess with this version of Maul.
Maul's super fun, and I
Yeah.
also like some of the little like the small. Let's talk about
Hmm.
the Jedi. What's the Jedi's name?
Oh my God, the Jedi name.
Because
Give
he's
me a
like some
second.
little I don't even remember what the what race he is of creature.
Master. Okay, Jedi Master Iko Diodaki.
Eco.
Yeah, we're gonna call my man Eco. And then his Padawan, Devin as Izara, called
Yeah,
Devin. So
yeah. So we
Devin,
got
Eco, and Devin, and they are
yeah.
basically doing their best to
They trying to lay
just like
low.
try and lay low. Here's my thing though. They on Coruscant, right?
I don't think
Or
it's
is it
Coruscant.
Nar Shaddaa? It's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
probably Nar Shaddaa, but wherever they at, in my mind, I'm saying to myself, that's a horrible place to hide if you're you know what I'm saying? Like
But
ghosts.
also like the Empire not on it. So
Okay, yeah, true. The Empire's not the right because Nar Shaddaa is like the gangster planet, the crime planet, or whatever.
yeah,
If I'm not,
and that's
if
kind
that
of
is
like
where they are.
yeah, and that's kind of like the whole point of the whole thing because
Uh-huh.
the Brander Lawson is trying his best to not get the Empire involved. Like the entire time, all of his droid cops are saying, "Hey, you know what we should be doing right now,
Protocol
right?"
protocol states that we see this guy, we need to notify the Empire. And he's like,
Not
relax.
yet.
He says, this
Not
is all
yet.
this you know what this is remind me of, Rashad? But that this is like when cops are doing their thing and they doing something and the FBI want to get involved. This is our jurisdiction.
Oh,
We don't need to
absolutely.
we don't need the feds in this yet or
Mm-mm.
whatever. You know what I'm
Not
saying? This
yet. Yeah.
this is our jurisdiction. And he was like, hey yo, keep this quiet. He like, all right. But it's like the more noise, the more they trying, the more noise it's gonna make, and eventually word is gonna get back to the Empire. And Lord knows if 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 Big Daddy Palpatine and Lord Vader find out, Sean, it's going. I just
Yeah.
thought of something. I just thought of something.
What's that?
In this series, are we possibly going to get the dream match that everybody wanted?
Maul versus
Vader.
Vader?
Yeah.
I hope not. As much as I would want to see that 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 potential greatness on screen, I think
Uh-huh.
sometimes not not having it
Uh-huh.
is better because okay, all right.
Uh-huh.
And you know what ruined this for me, to be very
What was that?
honest?
What's that?
Obi-Wan series. When we saw Obi-Wan fight Darth Vader again,
Yeah.
as
Really,
okay,
two more times in this series.
as awesome as that last fight was, and
Mm-hmm.
all the awesome TikTok edits that were made from that fight,
Uh-huh.
it still wasn't worth it. Like
Yeah.
it just wasn't worth it, man. Like I don't really want to see Vader fight Maul because it's going to end in a stalemate because we already know how both
Yeah.
of them die. So outside
Yeah.
of them just just running the ones, it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, and then too, Maul has been so in tune with the Force. That's one thing about him. I think if we do it, he's gonna be like Skywalker. He may actually call this dude. Vader may snap when and Vader may lose his ish when he hears, what I'm saying, when he hears that name means nothing to me. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I'm wondering if I, I'll put it like this, Rashad. I'm with you where I'd rather have the imagination of what if than to actually, you know what I'm saying, to see it pop off. But I honestly think it may pop off because recently Star Wars has been about trying to feed, you know what I'm saying, the fan service when it comes to certain things, and especially with the Skywalker series, they try their best to tie a lot of the big names all together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they've all at least crossed path at some point or another.
I
Even
feel you. I do understand that. I just hope that they
yeah.
don't fall victim to that. I feel
Uh-huh.
like especially I was listening to something and it was saying how when they did this, they was telling them, look, like I want y'all to go big with this. So I'm hoping go big doesn't mean bring back a bunch of goofy old characters. Like we already
Yeah.
got our goofy old character, and that's Maul. And
Yeah.
on the real, like the Death Watch
Hmm.
people, like I know the girl,
Hmm.
she was in Clone Wars, so it's like
Yeah.
you got people with that you've seen before.
Uh-huh.
We can if we can make this old stuff new or new stuff old. I don't know, like if
Yeah.
this part of the timeline, and we can
Hmm.
make this like this entirely new story. I feel like
Hmm.
it could benefit like a lot from just keeping it contained to Maul, the Syndicate, this planet. If the Empire does get involved, it's gonna be one of the lower level, you know, moths that are gonna have to come and deal with it. So that's kind of
Mike,
like the
what if we see a young Moff Gideon?
I now that would that I would I yeah I could do that.
Okay.
That would be one of those things where
Uh-huh.
we're using it the
Uh-huh.
old like a character that we saw
Yeah.
a little bit of in like an amazing way because
And
you all
he's not even a Moff yet, but he's like,
he just be like he'll be like like whatever the designation is.
Captain, yeah, Captain or Sergeant Gideon or some shit like that. Yeah.
But the thing is that like and then because you already know Giancarlo is he's so cool he'll come back and voice it.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely. Hmm.
so that's shout out to Giancarlo Esposito. Like that's the type of stuff that I would love because then we kind of bring it back into the stuff in live action, but it's not gonna impact or affect the overall because that nigga died already too.
Got one for you. This is just me sitting here thinking about this because I thought about this when this show first came, when I first heard about this show. I love Maul like you do, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that. However, I myself would have preferred a series about Kylo Ren and how he became Kylo Ren. Because we still have no idea how Ben Solo, like, I think to me that was one of the biggest fumbles in the sequel series of Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and everything. We saw the flash scene of them and
Bro,
Force
that
Awakens. Then we
yeah,
didn't see them none at all.
yeah.
And then you see they was a part of not they weren't even they weren't even in the Last Jedi, but they came back for Rise of Skywalker. It's like they just came out of nowhere.
Them niggas was
And
just aura farming and then they died.
yeah, and it was nothing, and then they just got murked off real quick or whatever. Like and
Yeah.
before I go any further, people that's gonna watch this that are gonna be in the comments and stuff, I know some of y'all are gonna be like, well, in the expanded universe, they have it in the comics how. That's fine.
Don't.
Everybody don't have time to read them comics and stuff like that. As much as I love Star Wars, I tell you, that's my number one favorite franchise. You know what I'm saying? Franchise right now, of all time. But however, giving us something to see how, you know what I'm saying, Ben Solo fell to the dark side and joined, you know what I'm saying, the Knights of Ren is something that needs to happen. And I'm hoping that is going to happen sooner than later, and hopefully before sometime I leave this earth or whatever, because you know Star Wars is good for holding stuff out for years,
Bro, you telling.
everything like that. But I just just with that, I like the direction of this show, like you said, with the whole you know what I'm saying more mature, calculating, cunning Maul. But I think I would have rather preferred to see that or whatever.
That's actually would have been dope, but that would have been an even more sad card animation because yeah, I do like that. Like I didn't even think he was gonna talk about the the sequel trilogy stuff. That would have been
Uh-huh.
dope. Just to tie that in, that would have
Mm.
been yeah, that could have worked.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Because then you get to see Han, you get to see
hmm
Leia, you
hmm
get to see Luke, you get to
which we did
see
not see them together in the sequel
nah,
trilogy all
it's so
together.
many
We could
people
have, yeah.
you get to see you probably get to see Ahsoka, you get to
Uh-huh.
see what's my girl name that the pilot um what she calls baby mama
Sabine,
Syndulla.
Sabine,
You get to see General
Syndulla,
Syndulla.
General Syndulla.
It's a bunch
Yeah.
of people that you can easily cross paths with because all of them was in the post rebellion. So
Uh-huh.
that'd have been dope. Real quick though, I want to
Mhm.
talk about Daki. Um not Daki. What's that stupid little what's the name of the what's that thing? Oh yeah, the Jedi. What's the Jedi's name?
Oh yeah, Echo Daidaki.
I did say it right, Daki.
Yeah,
All right, my
uh-huh.
bad.
Uh-huh.
So Daki, right? Daki is essential. Yo, this he got this, yo he got his Padawan out here living in squalor. He literally tells him we can live off the kindness of others. She just wants something to eat because she's
hmm
obviously hungry, and he's
And
like,
he
"Hey,
is too.
it's like, hey man, we gotta be we gotta be upright and righteous." Like, bro, like these is law. What you call it? Something. These are lawless times.
Lawless times, yeah. Lawless
And
times, yeah.
so she tries to get some fruit, and they straight up like arrest her for shoplifting. I'm like, bro, that is extreme. The only
Yeah.
thing I do like about I do like about her is the fact that she was about to be arrested and she did not talk.
At
She
all.
ain't saying nothing.
Snitches get stitches, baby. That's what she, you
Bro,
know what I'm saying?
like yeah, like very much looking like Cameron at the end of Paid in Full. So like
The streets
she
go
was
Harlem gonna look out for me. That's
exactly,
yeah.
and they put her in jail, and then they threw her in jail
Oh,
across from
Varo or whatever. Yeah,
Varo,
there.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And when they infiltrate the jail, it's so good. That
Yeah.
little robot that they have that's just doing all the dirty work.
You mean the battery's not included, looking robot? You remember that movie, don't you, Rashad? It looked like the battery's not included, robot or whatever, species or whatever. Yeah.
That robot is literally murder botting everything. Your
Menace to
man trying
society.
he trying to be daggone chopper out here the way he
Yeah.
murking folks. Question. I have one question. The only thing that took me out of it. So the second episode when we see the Pikes coming in,
Uh-huh.
how's this nigga in space? like like where did he come from, yo? Like
No idea. No idea.
it's like
No
what is
idea.
Murderbot doing on the ship in
No
orbit? You
idea.
know what I'm saying? Like what
No
is going on?
no idea.
Oh man.
Listen, Murderbot Murderbot a wild nigga. Yeah, that's all. And then it's like it is funny because you know what Murderbot remind me of too, Rashad? Um,
Yeah.
Michael Bay Transformers when Frenzy. Remember Frenzy and the Michael Bay Transformers? It's like you just hear a little like, and then you hear words in between like, blah, blah, got you. And it says stuff like, it has reminded me so
I
much of
knew
Frenzy.
it. I said, yo, I've
Yeah.
seen something for that. Is exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
For,
like the third or the fourth one, right?
like, it might have been this. I think it might have been the first one, or maybe the second one. But
Oh yeah,
Frenzy,
yeah,
but like
yeah,
little friend,
little,
uh-huh,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was just like, yeah, 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 got you. And it was just saying, look, I was like, yo, the little ad libs Murderbot were doing just had me cracking up, man, the whole time. I said, yo,
I
this
was
little
like,
thing
what the
is
heck is
hilarious.
going on? So
Uh,
also, did you catch this at the beginning?
uh-huh.
So the beginning of episode one looked like and sounded like an episode of Batman the animated series.
Yes,
Even
yes,
even they almost played the motif. I heard,
yeah.
like I said, yo, this. I said, oh my, are they
Mm-hmm.
gonna do it? And then
Mm-hmm.
they switched back into almost. I said, yo, that is
Mm-hmm.
that was a straight homage to
Yeah.
the animated Batman the anime series. Shout out
And
to that.
then and then shout out to, of course, when Maul first stepped on the platform. Da-da-da. You heard the little first couple of chords and probably me and Rashad's favorite, saying Star Wars piece of
Duel of
music,
the Fates,
Duel of the
bro.
Fates. I said, I started getting the tingles when you heard it, and it's crazy that Maul is just hasn't lost a beat, man. He has not lost a beat. Still out here, double blading it up, taking everybody out. Even though, what you girl, what you do? Lawson said he has a laser sword, which is hilarious to me because that's what young Anakin called it. Remember in Phantom Menace, is that a laser sword or whatever?
Is that a laser sword?
Laser sword, and I haven't seen, and the thing is, I want to know how much time has passed since Order 66 here, because we don't
About a
know. It doesn't
year.
give it. You
It's
you
about a
think?
year.
Okay, because
Let's
it,
let's
I guess Lawson, maybe because the planet they're on isn't occupied or whatever, maybe a little further out than maybe an outer realm planet or whatever. I can't think for me it's the fact that he was like, oh, I haven't seen one of them since the Clone Wars. I was like, wait a minute, sir. Clone Wars. I mean, that should just be recent, but
should be that far down
I
the line. It's
should
and
be
it's
fun.
not, but depending
Hmm.
on remember the Clone Wars was like it was like a 7 year thing.
Yeah, it's a
Seven,
7 year
8 years.
thing, but then too, we got to remember the galaxy of Star Wars is so massive, and then the outer rim planets are like just so out there or whatever. So
Yeah.
this
So
may be an outer rim planet.
it's no telling. Then they
Yeah,
haven't. I don't think they even gave us a designation. If they did, it's on somebody's Wikipedia. I'm not looking it up right now.
and
So
right now, look, excuse me, the name of the planet, Janix.
Janix, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they're on Janix, and it's looking like Coruscant Light,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a mess. But I like the design of it. I like it's just
Mm-hmm.
like a bunch of it look. Looks like space Japan a little bit. Just a bunch of highways and stuff, and how
Mm-hmm.
things are looking. Like it's cool.
Des
I like it.
Design wise, to me, is also given what's the little island country in the MCU where all the
Madripoor?
smuggle Matchapore is giving me some of Matchapore too, a little bit of that. So yeah,
No. That makes
thank you.
sense. But yeah, y'all, this dope. Pilot and second episode. I can't even lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was pleasantly surprised,
Mm-hmm.
and from what I'm hearing, like it just gets better. It just gets more aggressive as the series goes along. So
And they seem to be dropping 2 episodes a week. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. Up until May the 4th. Yeah,
yeah.
up until
Mm-hmm.
May the 4th, and we'll be here for all of that. So that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, man, that's really all I got too, man.
Cool, man. All Shadow Lord. It's a it's a good watch, man.
Yeah.
Good
Mm-hmm.
watch. It's like it's been a minute since we had some good Star Wars animation. But yeah, man. That's all we got for this one. We'll be back. tomorrow. Daredevil Born Again, season two,
That's
episode four.
four. Okay.
Um, it- yeah, I think it's just four. I don't think it's two episodes. I think it's just one.
Yeah.
Either way, we back for that. A lot of people was really like excited about the last two episodes. I was way more wasn't as excited. Well, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh my God, did you ever watch Super Mario Galaxy?
Huh?
Did you ever see Super Mario Galaxy?
Yes, I did. I saw it on Saturday.
Cool. I might go see it with Nia. I'll let you know. We talk about it.
Cool. Yeah, they don't.
No,
It's only one episode tomorrow that's dropping.
thank God. I don't feel like
Yeah.
yeah. We're back for that. And I'm so pissed off. I tried to get tickets for for Dune 3, and I'm excited. Just was so overloaded I couldn't get on
Oh,
tickets.
really?
Yeah,
Dang.
because I was trying to get 70 millimeter tickets because I know I'm gonna be in New York during the holiday.
Yeah, there
So I
you
was
go.
trying to get them. I said, yeah, I'm going down
Yeah.
to 14th Street. And it's like, nah, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
couldn't.
I know when they do come out, I'm going to have to go. I told you I saved stuff for the Ubad Hazy. You know, saying so I'm going to have to drive out to Dallas to go check that out or
Yeah, I'm just
whatever.
gonna have to go over to, the AMC 24.
Oh
Anyway,
my goodness.
but nah, that's it for this one, man. We appreciate y'all. Till next time.
Peace.